The future of insurance is set by smart cities. Smart cities are about cities tailored to their citizens, kinder cities that leverage connectivity to create a more human place to live, based on efficiency and ecology. Smart cities gain more and more attention because urbanization is persisting. And when cities are getting larger, so are the challenges regarding infrastructure, resources, and living conditions. Intelligent use of technology and information helps to understand the rhythm of the city better and to improve the quality of life for its inhabitants. Think of the optimal design for public transport, real-time directing of traffic during rush hour, more sense of security with the help of something as simple as city lighting. Obviously, this has significant impact on insurance. Helsinki, the vibrant capital of Finland, is one of the cities that is leading the way. Virium, the City of Helsinki innovation company, co-creates urban futures with companies, other public sector organizations, as well as Helsinki residents. We're therefore excited that Renske Martijsen-Hartika, European Project Coordinator at Virium Helsinki, is joining us here at DIA Primetime.
Hi, my name is Renske Martijsen-Hartika, and in this keynote I'll be speaking about smart cities. What will our cities look like in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years even? Or better, how do we want them to look like and how do we make it happen? I'm here in the capital of Finland, in Helsinki, so this is the city that I'll take as my example. Here in Helsinki, we know what we want. We want to be the most functional smart city in the world, providing optimal services for our citizens at the right time, at the right place. Digitalization is a key enabler for this. And another factor really important is that we have the aim of being a CO2 neutral city by 2035. So very shortly, those are some of the key goals that we have. One of the special tools that the city of Helsinki has to reach these goals is its innovation company called Virium Helsinki. I work for this organization together with around 60 colleagues, and our mission is, as mentioned, to make Helsinki into the most functional smart city of the world. I'm in the smart mobility team, and in a little while I'll tell a little bit more about some of the smart mobility solutions that we work on. But in general, I can say we work under the umbrella of the city on innovation projects. We work closely together with residents and with companies, and we kind of facilitate the testing of new services and products by companies in the city here. And it is through these kind of projects that you can catch a glimpse of the future. Let's have a look at the 2-minute introductory video, and then I'll take you outside.
Älykaupungissa ja kaupungeissa ylipäätään niin kertyy aika suuria määriä tietoa. Päästään entistä enemmän ja halvemmin keinoin niin kokeilemaan erilaisia tapoja kerätä tietoa kaupungista, vaikka bändikämppien ilmanlaadusta. Ja sitten toisaalta voidaan tarjota tämä tieto sitten yritysten ja muiden siitä kiinnostuneiden hyödynnettäväksi.
Virium on Helsingin kaupungin omistama innovaatioyksikkö. Teemme yhteistyötä yritysten kanssa, kaupunkilaisten ja tiedeyhteisöjen kanssa. Pyrimme etsimään uusia vaihtoehtoja tehdä asioita digitaalisesti.
Ideana on kokeilla, mistä teknologiasta, mistä palveluista todella on hyötyä kaupunkilaisille. Teknologian täytyy parantaa elämää, tarjota kustannustehokkaampia tapoja liikkua, säästää aikaa. Ja kokeilemalla me päästään kiinni siitä, että onko esimerkiksi robottibusseista todella hyötyä urbaanissa ympäristössä vai ei.
Helsinki tähtää tulevaisuudessa hiilineutraaliksi kaupungiksi. Kalasataman hankekokonaisuus tukee tätä visiota. Pidän hienon asiana sitä, että olemme saaneet uudet asukkaat aktivoitua palveluiden eteenpäin viemiseen.
In recent years, Helsinki has risen to the top of several international comparison lists on smart cities, and also the digitalization solutions have been noticed around the world. And many of these smart city solutions and these innovations are tested and piloted in these so-called living lab neighborhoods. And right now I am in such a living lab, the main living lab of the city of Helsinki. In fact, it's called Kalasatama, the old fish harbor, and it's an old brownfield area that's being developed very much as we speak. The houses and the services in this area have often been designed in collaboration with the residents, the citizens, and with the businesses, of course the city as well. And some of the examples that you can find here are, for example, here this is a smart waste collection system. There are all kinds of renewable energy solutions, electric shared cars that people can use, shuttle buses. There are all kinds of digitalized services for the residents here, and also shared rooftop saunas, very Finnish. So better digital solutions, electrification of transport, co-creation with the citizens, and all kinds of smart renewable energy sources. If you're talking about overall smart city trends, there you have them. This is the place to be. Let's take one step back and talk about what's often meant by the term smart city. If you ask residents, they will often say a city that is that functions well, it's easy to go places, I can easily find information that I need, in terms like that. But to us at the city and at Virium Helsinki, also data is really a key word for a smart city. Data needs to be open, it needs to be standardized, and also interoperability is a key element. To give a concrete example of a proactive city that uses its data in a smart way, if you have a child that turns 6, then the parents receive a digital message, an SMS or an email, saying that your child has reserved a place for your child at the nearest preschool and the nearest one to your home, and you can just confirm if this is fine for you by sending an SMS. So no paperwork, no forms, super easy. This was a pilot last year. It was very successful, and in the next year this will be scaled up to the entire city. Smart city is also a city that makes its data open and available to companies, so that companies can use it to build or improve their services. Also insurance companies, of course. And the city has a lot of data available, data on air quality and on all kinds of traffic data. Those are the kind of obvious ones, but also data on the energy use of each and every building, and even the data on the temperature of the water here at the beaches all around the city was collected and made available during the warm months of last summer. Also, having a digital twin is something that forerunner cities are striving for, and this particular neighborhood actually has a digital twin, meaning a 3D virtual model of the city with a lot of detail. And this is all open data as well, which can be used again by companies to build their services on. The digital twin is available as open data, and it provides kind of a virtual platform to test all kinds of new technologies and smart city innovations. A smart city is also a city that is open for alternative types of mobility, and also for autonomous mobility, which may be part of our future. So now I would like to go into some very concrete examples of projects and pilots that we have been having in the past year and a couple of months, in fact. Right now, I think we go back inside and I'll show you a few concrete examples of projects we've been working on in the field of autonomous smart mobility. So I told you already that I work for the smart mobility team. The way we move things and people around our cities, around our towns, are going to be radically transformed by, for example, digital connectivity, by autonomous technologies, and also by the awareness of the need to really take actions to become carbon neutral. If we talk about overall smart mobility trends, as mentioned, electrification, autonomous technology, autonomous mobility, not only buses or shuttles, also drones, shared mobility away from ownership, mobility as a service, and also more diversity in logistics, not only in delivery, robots, for example, also cargo bikes. And this is not only relevant for my team or for Helsinki, but for cities all around Europe or even around the world. I'm going to give you a real glimpse into the future of smart mobility with two different pilots that we have been working on very recently. First, a short introduction video of Asumi, the delivery robot that we have been piloting for the past month. So this little robot just came back from delivering a meal to one of the residents in the skyscraper. The person ordered a meal online. The robot went to the supermarket where someone put it inside the box. It followed a preset route towards the elevator. The robot ordered an elevator. There's a communication between the delivery bot and the elevator via open APIs. And when it reached the correct floor, it got off. It sends the residents a message that please open your front door, I'm there, and the lid automatically opens and the people can take out their meal. So in this urban logistics pilot, many different parties are involved, and some of the things that we wanted to test were, for example, the experience of the users and the visitors. Can there be a viable business case? Well, to see the technical capabilities as well of these technologies and also the legal constraints, for example. And it might well be a very good example of how our smart cities of the future will look like. So let's go into another concrete example of disruptive innovation, autonomous shared mobility, or robot shuttle buses, if you want to call them like that. They could well be the key to a more efficient, flexible, resilient, last mile public transport system. And especially in times of pandemic, cities and public transport operators need to be flexible, need to be agile, and this type of modular, on-demand transportation system can really help with that. I now have a 2-minute video for you to show you what I'm working on at the moment.
The Fabulous project focuses on how cities can use automated buses in a systematic way. During the field tests, selected robot bus prototypes are tested as small fleets of shuttles in Estonia, Finland, Greece, the Netherlands, and Norway. A fleet of 3 self-driving vehicles began operating in April 2020 in Helsinki. Not only the automated vehicles, but the entire system, including remote control center, is tested during the 50-day trial. A user-friendly, on-demand application is a part of the mobility solution, enabling citizens seamless transfer across the public transportation network. Sensible 4's Gacha buses can carry up to 16 passengers, 10 seated and 6 standing. Gacha bus drives in regular urban traffic in a 40 km/h zone. It autonomously navigates roundabouts, pedestrian crossings, intersections, cyclists, trams, and parked or passing cars. It is designed to work in all weather conditions, from Finnish winters to Greek summers. Gacha's navigation system combines information from 4 sensors that detect light and distance, a satellite navigation system, 360-degree camera system, and several radars. Technologically, the shuttle buses do not need a driver or steward on board, since they can operate fully autonomously. For the first time in Europe, the fleets are monitored from a newly established remote control center. In case of unexpected situations, a remote operator can give permission to pass an object, such as a car blocking the road, or take over the control of the vehicles. As demonstrated by the fabulous field tests, automated buses can be an essential part of the public transport system of the future. To learn how this ambitious goal can be achieved, follow the Fabulous project.
So these vehicles are here, they are on our roads, and yes, more technological development is needed, regulations need to be adjusted, but these type of robot bus services or be it automated buses or automated ferries or boats and delivery robots or delivery drones, for example. It's a step-by-step process, but we're getting there. And there's definitely a promise of a more attractive and more efficient urban transportation system, while at the same time reducing traffic emissions. That brings me to some final words. With the main drivers of digitalization and CO2 neutrality, we are testing stuff that we don't know yet if it's really going to work and what the impact will be and if it will break through. Sometimes unexpected things happen, like pandemics, and some innovations might be delayed and other innovations might be accelerated. But one thing is crystal clear: we need resilient cities. How all of this will translate to the insurance industry, I gladly leave up to you. But hopefully I gave you some food for thought, and welcome to Helsinki anytime.